Day 2 action ready to get underway as the Australians jump out into the field. The Pakistan team, Babar Azam and Iftikhar Ahmed, head out to the middle to bat. It's going to be Pat Cummins to open the bowling here on Day 2. After an eventful opening day here at the Adelaide Oval, we saw the Australians all out for 222. Pakistan 4 down at stumps for 101. And Iftikhar and Babar Azam are going to try and put on as much as they can this morning before losing a wicket. So obviously we always say it's a little bit harder to bat throughout the evening session of the day's play, but we'll be looking forward to see what kind of action the Aussies can do and if they can restrict the batting of Pakistan throughout the afternoon session of play. They're going to review this one. A little bit of a shout here from Josh Hazlewood, but as you can see by the ball tracker, it is going a mile over the top of the stumps. So a really interesting decision to go about it there, and really just see the aggressiveness of what Pakistan have been able to do here. It's almost a 50 partnership between these two. I think it is a 50 partnership with that boundary, because they came together at the crease at 4 for 85. And since then, they've been able to just absolutely power through it like that shot. It's been very good. So Nathan Lyon now coming into the attack for Australia. Bowled 6 overs, took the 2 wickets yesterday. Can he provide something with his first ball today? It's in the air and it's taken by Cummins. The Aussies go up and it's given not out by the umpire. We will have to have a look here. And the Australians are going to review. So, big decision to go upstairs. I think the Aussies are down to 1 review. Was it all pad or was there an edge on it? Oh, there's something there on the snicko. Does look like it comes off the bat, maybe. Hotspot will tell us. Yes, it does. It's straight off the bat. So this is going to be overturned and given out. Pat Cummins took the catch in the end. Yes, you can see the umpire is overturning his original decision. The finger goes up. Nathan Lyon straight away again. First ball into his spell on Day 2. He's got the wicket of Babar Azam. Pakistan fall to 5 for 143. Just after they brought up the 50 partnership too. So Rizwan now to the middle. Oh, this is a chance. It's been edged. It's in the air, and Travis Head diving to his right-hand side. Can't quite take the catch. Did a little bit of disappointment. I can't speak today up here in the commentary box. Commentary box. Anyway, Pat Cummins did well. He got the outside edge there. But Pakistan at the moment, they're only 68 runs behind prior to this shot. So they are closing this lead up. If their tail can eke out another 100 runs, or these next 5 wickets can eke out another 100 runs, they'd put themselves ahead of the game. Which, they would be pretty confident with the position if they can do that. Nathan Lyon bowling quite well here, and Rizwan finding the gap, pushes it through cover. They'll get a couple of runs, so they are continuing to go. Well, they're turning for 4, and they're going to get there, are they? Oh, it's tight. Gee, this is a bad decision. Nathan Lyon is quick, and I think this might be another run out. It is another run out. You can clearly see the stumps lighting up. He's about a foot short of his ground, Rizwan. Is it Rizwan? I think it's Rizwan. Yeah, they were turning for 4. Rizwan couldn't get back. He's out for 8. Yasir Shah, who is Pakistan's leading run scorer after the first test, out to the middle, and look at him, he's continuing his fine form from the opening match, and that's going to go all the way to the boundary for 4. That's a beautiful drive. Oh, over the top and 4. And Iftikhar Ahmed just doing the job, finding gaps, and again, this time down the ground, 4 again, straight down to mid-on. Maybe almost a mid-wicket area. And he's brought up his half-century now. Iftikhar. Oh, Jesus, Nathan Lyon. Sharp in the field there. Very sharp in the field. Trying to create a wicket. Yasir Shah. It's just building pressure. A couple of dot balls in a row, but again, no wicket. And Mitch Stark, who's been unable to get a wicket so far today. Granted, neither has Josh Hazelwood. I think a lot of the wickets have come off the bowling or even the fielding of Nathan Lyon. And it's been a tough day for the Quicks of Australia. 200 up now for Pakistan. 6 for 203. No, even that one's just disappointing from an Australian point of view. We saw a few byes go in the Pakistan innings, and now this time Tim Payne unlikely to get near that, as that's the end of the first session, which actually a pretty good one from a Pakistan point of view. They put on 2 for 106 throughout that morning session. Now they only trail by 15 runs as we are 55 overs into the day's play. As you can see, Nathan Lyon involved in 5 of the 6 wickets. He was involved in both runouts and has taken 3 of his own, with Pat Cummins the only other one to get a wicket as he bowled that first ball after tea. Was it the tea break? Yes, it was the tea break. I was going to say lunch. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Pakistan trailing by just 11 runs now. They're closing this gap. Josh Hazelwood trying to get a wicket. Seeing what they can do with this ball. And Yasir Shah, his run rate, his strike rate's been pretty slow today, but that one's working its way to the boundary. And even if Yasir Shah can just hang about, you've got another cracking shot from Ahmed, who's really putting Pakistan into a strong position. They're still 6 down and they only trail by 2 more runs. As Afiktar once again gets it to the boundary. So Pakistan take the lead. 61 overs into their innings. As Marnus Labuschagne is into the attack for Australia. Trying to maybe knock off some quick overs here. Give Lyon a bit of a spell. Seeing as he, as the spinner, got wickets and success if Labuschagne can also get wickets. Just look at Yasir Shah, manages to hit Stark over the top for 4. And you can see, look at him, he's 26 now from 73. He's gone about his batting quite slowly, but it's really just allowed Afiktar to play his natural game of power and strength. And the misfield there means they're going to get back for 2. 250 is now up for Pakistan as well, and they can just continue to build this. And another boundary for Afiktar puts him to 98. So could he be the first player to score 100 in this little 2-test series between Australia and Pakistan? We've seen a few half-centuries scored, but no hundreds as yet. I think Yasir Shah was not out on 87 the last test, as he managed to get... as Pakistan was knocked over. There's a 50 partnership up between these two, I think. I don't think it's much more than that. But there is the 100 for Afiktar Ahmed. And he gets to 102 with a boundary. Strike rate of 59.3, 14 boundaries throughout it. A very, very classy knock. Lots of singles and 2s around the ground as well. A little bit of a shout here from Marnus, but the Aussie's thinking maybe not. It's Nathan Lyon continues and he's got the wicket. It's a great catch from Tim Payne. Lyon's got 4. It's Yasir Shah. They finally get the breakthrough. They were looking for Australia. Maybe that was a 100-run partnership. I don't even know. Yasir Shah hadn't really made too many runs. He only made 37. So you feel like Afiktar would have made a further 60-odd to get that 100-run partnership, and it's now a Freedy in. Not out, says the umpire. Lyon is looking for 5 wickets, of course. And Afiktar Ahmed is looking for a lead, a big lead for Pakistan. He's still got 3 more wickets of the team in hand. And you feel if he ends up making 140, 150... Oh, that's a big shout! Is it out? Last ball before the new ball. Umpire says not out. And so Australia have taken the new ball. And it's going to be Pat Cummins to begin with it. And the first ball of the new ball's been hit for 4. And that's 300 up for Pakistan as well. After 80 overs. Afiktar Ahmed just continuing about his business. Is this out? Is there a little inside edge on it? Umpire says no. Also not LBW either. Probably hit him outside the line. bowled him. Hazelwood gets the wicket. The big one too of Iftikhar Ahmed. Just see that swing in, and it maybe even straightened a bit after it bounced. A very, very quality delivery. Didn't continue its trajectory down the leg side there. Josh Hazelwood gets his first wicket. It's Iftikhar Ahmed gone for 121. And now we'll just wait and see how much more Pakistan can put on. A big shout from Cummins going down the leg side as Pakistan survive until the dinner break. We're now 85 overs into their innings. Their lead continuing to grow. 8 down for 320. I just wonder how much more this tail can eke out. If they can get another 20-30 runs, it gives them a lead of 120. 130 obviously. Their lead currently 98. First ball after dinner. Here's it opt. So Cummins continuing as well. Oh, that's close. It's very close and it's given. So Pat Cummins, second over after dinner, gets wicket number 9 for the innings. Pakistan now 9 down for 324. Abbas choosing not to review there. And it brings the young Naseem Shah, who I know in the real world is not playing in this test match, but of course, as I always am, I'm recording these before the test matches begin, before the teams are named, so I do my best to guess. Fortunately, it was one of the changes that I could not foresee. And dot ball for him on his first ball. And an edge! And oh, it doesn't carry to Travis Head again. Or maybe it did and he put it down. It might be the second or maybe even third catch Travis Head's dropped. Naseem Shah yet to score after 8 deliveries. Yes. And he's found the gap through the covers. This is going to race away. Joe Burns just misfielding that. They're coming back for a third. And they'll get there, comfortably lead up to 111. It's now 124, this lead. It continues to grow. Mitch Stark continuing. This could be a wicket. Oh, it's gone over the top, a short cover. It was a really close and tight chance. There was no room for error. And it ended up going to the boundary. And once again, this next shot goes all the way to the boundary from Afridi. And they push the lead up to 140 now. With that boundary. So Nathan Lyon desperately trying to get this last wicket for Australia. Inside edge, onto the pad. Into the air and out. Labuschagne takes the catch. Australia get Pakistan all out. Nathan Lyon ends up with 5 wickets. And it's just a quality way to finish. Oh, it's Matthew Wade in there, not Labuschagne. Labuschagne had been fielding in there most of the day, though, so don't think I'm too bad for getting it wrong. There's Lyon. Took the 5 wickets. Pretty happy with himself there. 363 Pakistan, all that for toward the end of day 2. I suppose there's still a little bit of a session to come. As we go into that final session of the day. Pakistan have a 141 run lead, and it is going to be a tricky little period here for the Aussies to bat, because we know how dangerous the ball can be with it hooping around, as they say, throughout the evening session. Mohammad Abbas to Joe Burns. Yep. And they get away with a single to start things off, and just wonder if Australia will maybe play a little bit more positively. You saw Pakistan's openers, they started very well. They got 60 runs within the first 12 or 13 overs before the Aussie bowlers really got it right and were able to slow them down. And already this first over for the Australian innings, 9 runs coming from it. David Warner hitting a boundary there. End of the leg side. Short, wide and cut away. Beautiful shot from Burns for 4. But I think that shot there pretty much shows you the mindset of what Australia are looking to do tonight. They're looking to take the game to Pakistan. Of course, they're still trailing by 124 runs, but if they can chip away at this total tonight, give themselves plenty of time to bat tomorrow. You know you want to continually, obviously, put the pressure on. Oh, and you can see that's a good delivery. The angle across. Burns and it gets the edge and it falls short. Couple of balls in a row. Afridi getting it very, very close to a wicket. Joe Burns happy to take a single there. None for 22 after 4 overs. It's Australia really pressing the issue here. Really upping their scoring rate. They'll only have to bat maybe for 15 to 20 overs tonight. It won't be a long session for them. But if within those 20 overs they can put on 80 odd runs with shots like that from Burns, it'll put them in a really strong spot. Oh, again through mid-wicket, it's good. It is very good. Australian none for 40 inside 9 overs. Doing a really good job here. Scoring runs.
Yes.
Oh, and again Burns on the onside. They've got that lead under 100 at the moment. This is a good opening stand. We saw them put on 50 in the first innings, and they're going to do it again here. So Joe Burns tucks that away onto the onside, pick up 2. Maybe even think about 3. Not going to take on the risk. But they bring up the 50 for the second time in as many innings in this match. Burns and Warner, and you'd like to think with... Oh, that's a tight leave. With the way that they're playing, that they can continue this partnership and really push it on to be a really big one. Burns again pushes that away to the onside for a couple more runs. A few overs left in the day's play now. Not too many. I think maybe a further 2 or so overs. That'll be 4 more from Burns. The 16th over comes to a close, and this is now officially the last ball of the day's play. And Warner sees it through to the keeper. To the end of 17 overs, Australia none for 76. They've reduced this Pakistan lead to just 65 runs as they will come in and bat on the morning of day 3. But the day certainly belonged to Pakistan and the man of Iftikhar Ahmed for his 121 runs from 201 deliveries. Nathan Lyon, the standout bowler for Australia, getting 5 wickets of his own, as well as being involved in a couple of runouts. Pat Cummins, a couple of wickets for him. Josh Hazlewood 1. Mitch Starc unable to get a wicket there. And for the Aussies, you can see Joe Burns pretty aggressive in that night session. 41 from 52. David Warner pretty much in a similar position, but in terms of the balls faced, but did not get as many runs. Just the 17 there from his 50 balls faced. So day 3 action coming up tomorrow. Going to be a very, very interesting encounter. We'll wait and see who gets themselves on top of day 3. At the moment, it's Pakistan leading by 65 runs as we head into stumps on day 2. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll all hope to see you guys join us for the coverage on day 3.